so last continuously from last 3 months actually. I mean to say due to her workload and everything. So I could not sleep for more than 4 hours in a day. So all of a sudden the BP has been increased and I fell down in office. All of a sudden unconsciousness.
Sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry. I mean, thank you very much for asking. Tomorrow we have a class. Tomorrow also I'm going to take a class. So whatever the 2 classes which have been which we have cancelled yesterday and day before yesterday, tomorrow I'll be taking the class for 1 class. Okay. Next week we will cover 1 more class. So guys, okay, so just want to get confirmation from you, all of you regarding, okay, so right, so actually, okay, so tomorrow we have a class and tomorrow we are taking the class for, okay, tomorrow. And what about on the Christmas, okay, so what are your plans actually, so that I can plan accordingly?
Classes for next Tuesday and Wednesday would not be good for me.
So 1 second, sir. Just I'll open the calendar. So in the calendar, okay, Tuesday and Wednesday will not be okay. What about others?
Monday and Tuesday will be good for me.
Yeah, same thing for me, Mahesh. This is Asha here.
So
I will be traveling. So.
Okay. So what about other? No, I just want to get all the confirmation. So is it fine that so 25th and 26th, if I'm going to not to take the classes, is it fine for all of you, or what do you expect? 25th and 26th.
Yes.
24 and 25.
24, 25.
Yeah, 24 and 25 because Christmas Eve 24.
24 and 25 seems better.
So for me, it is going to be on Friday. So you will be back on Friday. So for me, I'm taking, because I'm taking the classes from India. So for me, it is 27th morning, I have a class. I'm right? Because 24th means, for me, it is 25th.
That's right.
Okay, so we don't have the classes. Okay, so we don't have the classes on 24, 25, 26. So we will back on 27th. That is on 27th is nothing but Friday for me. So for you, it will be the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fine to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
So 27th for you, it will be the Thursday CST, and for me, it will be the Friday morning IST.
Mm-hmm.
Same time.
Yes, 1 week from now. Yes.
Okay, right. I'll
on Monday.
What is that?
we will class on Monday.
Class on Monday is okay. Monday.
Okay, Monday is okay. Monday we have. So we are only taking the class. We are not going to have the classes on these 2 days. According to IST, I'm talking 25th and 26th. We don't have the classes.
Okay.
For you.
Okay? Right. Thank you very much. Okay.
For the North America, 24 and 25th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. So for me, Monday means okay. For me, okay, it will be the Tuesday for me. So 23rd we have a class.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
That means we'll have a class Monday, 23rd and 24th, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So Monday means okay. So Monday means for you it will be the 23rd for you. For you it will be the 23rd. According to the CST, it will be like okay. It is 6:30 means it will be 7 for you. So 24th for me. So Monday we have a class.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So we'll be pasting. So last class we are discussing about the enterprise structure, and okay, we have created the company also. So we discussed about what is a company and what are the importance of the company. So last class we have created a company called as a CH. CH is a company, and we discussed about all this. Okay, so we went into the programming and we went into the table, which table the data is going to be stored. Now Now, when I have created the company, this
Hello.
company, we call it as a trading partner. Somebody who is not talking in there. Okay. Could you please
Manish,
mute your phone if you don't mind?
quick question.
Yes, madam.
So before end of the class today, can you please walk us through the Google Drive so we can figure out what material we need to
Sure,
start studying?
sure, definitely. Yeah, I'll take up. Don't worry. Yeah. So now company is nothing but we call it as an internal trading partner. Why? Because all the company codes are assigned to the same company. So there will be intercompany transactions are going to be happen between one company code to another company code, which are associated with the same company. So that is the reason we call it as a company as a trading partner. Now, when I call to the country, we discussed about the country code is going to be called as US and the language we are going to be taking as English. Now I'll come to the currency, very important point here. Currency, yes, we know that the currency is going to be calling it as the USD. Okay, USD is nothing but my consolidated group currency. I call it as a consolidated currency. Why I'm going to be calling it as a consolidated currency? Because when I take a company course, all the company codes are assigned to the same company. Very important. So what is happening tomorrow? If I want to have one consolidated group currency, okay, one consolidated corporate level group currency, then I can extract all the reports at the USD level only. Why? Because, so one second, okay, so I'll go back, okay, so as I told you that, okay, so we have a company and we have 1, 2, 3 company codes are there. Now all these company codes we are assigning to the same company. All these company codes are associated to the same company. This is what exactly I call my CH. Company name is nothing but CH. Now, when I take a company code US10, US10 is my company code. Here, my legal entity is nothing but US10 and I am assigning a currency called as the USD. USD is nothing but my local currency. Here, when I'm going to be taking as a DE10, my euro is nothing but my local currency. Euro is nothing but my local currency. And when I take IN10, IN10 is nothing but my company code. My local currency is going to be calling it as my INR. INR is nothing but my local currency. But tomorrow, if I want to get a complete consolidated level, okay, so if I want to extract any local report from US company code, I am getting from the USD and I'm getting from the euro for the D10. I am getting from the INR from the IN10. But at any time during the month-end closing activity for my management reporting, if I want to get a consolidated group currency, what exactly means consolidating at the company level? So I am assigning a one currency called as USD. This is at the company level. So the currency which I have assigned over here, this is going to be called as my currency, which is called as the corporate currency, which is very important in SAP, which is called as the corporate currency. Now, here we're discussing about two currencies. One is called as the local currency. The local currency is the currency which we are assigning to the company code, and this is the corporate currency which we are going to be assigning at the company code level. That is the company level actually. There are two types of currencies we discussed. Like this, in SAP, how many types of currencies are there? Like this, in SAP, how many types of currencies are there for the reporting purpose, mainly for the reporting purpose, okay? Let me discuss one by one, okay? Now, I'll go to the company code now. Now, I have created the company. Now, let me create the company codes. What is a company code? A company code is a legal entity. A company code is a legal entity. At any time of, at any period of time, if you want to have any reports, if you want to see any kind of postings of the transactions, or if you want to have any local report, then I can use the company code. Company code, that is the reason we call it as a legal entity. Without a company code, any transaction in financial accounting, means especially I'm talking from the financial accounting, without a company code assignment to a company, a transactions cannot be posted. Means from the procurement of the raw material till the goods have been sold to a customer, there are various financial accounting entries we are going to be posting actually. Salaries account, bank account, okay, purchases, something like we are going to be doing the billing, invoices, lot many payments, credit memos, debit memos, whatnot. We are doing a lot of accounting entries in a day-to-day transaction. So these all the day-to-day transactions we are going to be posting at a company code level. So without a company code, there is no financial accounting and there is no general ledger accounting. Very, 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 very important. So this is mainly useful for your external reporting purpose for the preparation of P&L account and balance sheet. So how to create a company code and how this company code will be associated to my company. Okay, so I want 3 company codes. One company code is US 10 for the IFRS reporting. This is for mainly for the IFRS reporting. So, and this company code mainly useful for the local GAAP. This is all the reportings in SAP. These are all the reportings in the normal standard. And in India, we have that, okay, IND, INDAS. Okay, we call it as a INDAS. So these are going to be called as the financial reporting structures. Okay, so in which financial reporting, in which accounting standards you are using for the reporting of US 10, I'm using IFRS. In which accounting standards I'm using for the D10, LGAP, local GAAP. In which accounting standards I'm using the IN10 reporting for India, that is going to be called as the INDAS. So very, very important here is nothing but, okay, so we have the own its local reporting, so that I need a company code. So if I come to the same enterprise structure, definition, and if I come to the financial accounting, and here we already created the company, let me create the company codes. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. Okay, so how to create a company code, we need to come here, edit, copy, delete, check company code. I tell you what is the edit, what is the copy, delete, check company code. So first come to this navigation here. Okay, so let me go into the documentation. This is the documentation as we discussed that in this IMG activity. Okay, you can create a company. Company code is an organizational unit in accounting. Very, very important. This is the point I'm stressing out more. Company code is an organizational unit within accounting. It is used to structure a business organization for the financial reporting perspective. See here. So without a company code, where we call it as a legal entity, without a company code, no accounting transactions will be posted and there will be no financial accounting. Very, 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 very important. That is the reason we call it as a company code. We call it as a company code. Now come to the point. Now, this is called as the activity screen. Normally we call it as the activity screen. In this activity, we have 2 activities. One is called as the copy, delete, check company code. And the second activity is nothing but edit company code data. So we are creating a new company code here. We are creating a new company code. So where we need to come, we need to select this particular, we need to select the edit company code data and click on choose. Don't select this copy, delete, check company code. If you have already a company code, if you want to copy, if you want to create a new company code from the existing, if you want to have the copy of one company code to another company code, then I will use this option to delete or to check the company code. But there is a golden rule of SAP is there. There is a golden rule of SAP. Once a company code has created, and you have done a transactions in that company code, a company code cannot be deleted or it cannot be modified. It is a golden rule of SAP. Very, 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 very important. So that is the reason we are not going to delete any company code in real-time projects also. So whenever we got a requirement to have a new company code, we will copy all the copy settings of the existing company code to new company code. Now let me go and create one company code. So I'm selecting the edit company code data, and here we have an option called as a choose. Now this is the screen where we can create a company code. Now here I'm going for a new entry. This is called as a change or display. This is called as a details. This is called as a copy, and this is called as a delete, and this is the undo. Okay, we call it undo the changes. Whatever the changes we have done, if we want to do the undo the changes, and this is called as select all. Select all is nothing but if you want to select one by one like this, this is the selection actually. If you want to select all, if you click on select all, it will be selected all actually. If you want to deselect, you can click out deselect. If you want to select the limited options, okay, you can select limited. Whatever the options you want to select, okay, you can select here like this. So these are all the options. This is nothing but address, and this is nothing but change document. Okay, document changes configuration help, which is going to be required. Now I want to create a new company code. I have to create 3 company codes. One is for the US 10, DE 10, and IN 10. I'm going for a new entry. Yeah. A company code in SAP will be identified with any 4 alphanumerical character code. Any 4 alphanumerical character, you can represent with any 4 alphanumerical character code, because company code is a legal entity. So here I'm going to be using, these are the company codes for my CH. Okay, so I'm going to be using here like this CE01, CE01. So this is, I'm writing for CH. Manufacturers, and here city.
Yeah, quick question, Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
In S4hana, the company code is extended to 4 to 6, right?
No, sir. In SAP S4hana also it is. This is SAP S4hana only now. See, whatever the screens,
Okay.
whatever the explanation I'm giving, it is in SAP S4hana.
S4hana only. But somewhere I remember you told that they changed it to 4 digit to 6 digits. What that one was?
That is the line item numbering.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
That is the line item numbering. Means once for example, if you take any transaction, sir, in SAP, normally we should have a debit. You got it, sir? Okay. Now, here the city is nothing but the company code. Okay, the city is nothing but the company code. Here we are going to be using US 10, CE, D10, and E. Okay, let us assume that we are creating for US 10. So I'm going to be giving the city. Okay, New York. Example. Okay, New York. And country is going to be, just now I told that country code is always will be recognized. It will be represented with the 2-character code. It is the US. And this is the search help. If you don't know what to enter in the country, if I know that my country is the USA, but if I'm typing USA, it is not taking. I want to have a help. So if you click on this search help, it will take you to the number of entries which are available. So you need to select only that country which is available in this 249 list. Already the country keys are available. If I want to, if I'm searching for a country which is not available, but I'm trying to give that country name. For example, I'm giving the country name as a B, something like anything. Here you can see here that no results are found. Means there is no country with a country code called as a VR. Means it is not been listed over here. It is not been listed over here in this. So I want to create Mahesh. I want to create it because. Okay, so for example, if you take here, okay, so there is some part of countries which have been divided from my group of United States of Russia, something like that. So something like we have been divided. For example, if you go back, there is a one country called as Azerbaijan. Okay, so in 1990s, okay, something like in the middle of the 90s, okay, it has been divided, so it has formed as a new country. But I want to create it as Azerbaijan as one of the country which is not available in the list. How to create it, how to make it as a representative over here. So what I had to do here, I will go and open the new session. Now I need to come to SPRO. So I'm creating a new country now. SPRO, IMG. Now you need to come to the SAP NetViewer. You need to come to the SAP NetViewer. And here general settings, we need to come to the general settings. Here we have an option called as the set countries. Now I'm coming to the defined countries in my SAP systems. Now here if you see here, these are all the countries, okay, 249 countries which are already available as the standard SAP. Okay, so here you can see here Azerbaijan is there actually. Example I'm taking, okay, Azerbaijan is there, but let us assume that it is not available. Okay, now I'll go for a new country. Now, the country code should be with any 2-character code. The country code always should be with any 2-character code. So I'm taking example, I'm taking VR. Example, I'm taking a VR, the name. Okay, Vortex. Example, my country name is a Vortex. So I'm giving Vortex. Example. Nationality, so whatever the nationality, so I'm not going to be considering the nationality. Vehicle country, actual vehicle key. In the vehicle, if you see there is a country code will be given any vehicle key. So VR is nothing but my vehicle key. And this I'll tell you what is this language. A language is English. And index-based currency and hard currency. Just now I told that there are different types of currencies are there in SAP. I'll discuss more into the currency because without the discussion, we can't go further. There are different types of currencies we have in SAP. What are those currency types? So one currency they just now told that it is going to be assigned at a company level. One currency you are assigning at the company code level. Like this, how many types of currencies are there? We'll discuss. There is the one currency called as index-based currency or a hard currency. We'll discuss more into that in the coming classes. Don't worry about that. Okay. Now, every country will have these tax procedures. Actually, every country will have its own tax procedures. So you can assign the tax procedure, what is ISO code, and in which language you want the date format in date, month, and year, in which decimal factor you want to see the currency settings, everything. So like this, I can give the parameters and I can save it. Okay. So alternative key is also going to be, okay, just any two, okay, 30, I'm giving alternative, by using of 30, I can easily identify alternative key, any. Now the data was saved. I have a new country now, which is called as a VR. Now I'll go back. I created a new country called as a vertex. Now, do you have any separate currency for this vertex? Yes, I have a separate currency. Definitely, I have a separate currency. Okay, now what I'll do? Yes, go back, and here we have a currencies. And here we have a separate currency. Hey, Mahesh, I'm not using euro or I'm not using the Russian dollars. I'm not using something called as other thing. For my country vertex, I have a different currency settings. Okay, so can you make it available like India? You have a INR, for US, you have a USD. The same way, we have a separate currency settings for the vertex. Okay, now I need to come over here, click on the currencies, and here we call as a check currency codes. So these are the currency codes which are available right now in SAP. These all are going to be called as the currency codes in my SAP. Now I go for a new entry. What is the currency code? Vertex, no, something VRD. Example I'm giving. Vertex dollar. Just example I'm showing here. Don't worry about that. Okay, just is an example. It's not a primary currency. ISO code. Okay, not a valid until I don't want to give the valid until alternative key or something. ISO code we give it as a VR, something like that. Okay, now I'm going to be saved. Yeah, the data was saved. Now here, if you see here, I created a new currency also. Here, if you see here, if I see here, I created a new currency. Okay, now. Very, very important here is if I open a country just now, whichever the country I have created. In this country VR, I'm going to finding my country VR. I don't have any relationship here, my dear friends. If you see very carefully over here, that whatever the currency code I have created, BRD just now, a currency code which I have created for the vertex dollar, something like that. I cannot assign that currency code over here. Very, very important. If you see here, there is no assignment of currency code over here. So in SAP, what it is telling here is nothing but very, very important here. So you have the country, means you have the country and you have the currency. You have the currency, but how to be related with this country with this particular currency? Are you going to assign this currency code? Just now you told that, okay, you have created a new country called as a BR vertex, and you have created a new currency code called as a VRD, vertex dollar, something like that. So where you're going to show the relationship between the VR and the VRD? My dear friends, we are not going to be show any relationship over here for the VR and the VRD. But how do I get the local reportings of the VR based on the VRD? Then here, what I'm going to do here, if I'm creating any company codes, example, now I'm coming to the new one. Okay, I'm coming to the new one. I'm creating a one more company code. I'm creating a one more company code. For example, I'm taking this is the new company code I'm creating. This company code name I'm giving it as a VR10. VR10. Now I'm creating a new company code called as a VR10, which is called as a I'm assigning a country called as a vertex. Now I'll go back. I'll go back. Okay, so I'm just coming out. Okay, so I'm creating a new company code called as the VR01. So here I'm writing here, okay, CH manufacturers, and here the city. Okay, vertex is nothing but my country. City, I'm taking something test, and country here it is asking now. Country. We have created a new country now. Okay, just go and find out whether the country is available in the list. There will be total 250 now. See here, total 250. Earlier it was 249. Now we have created a new country called as a vertex. So I can find it, or you can go and find it, or something like VR will be available in the alphabetical order at the last bottom. You can see here. So VR vertex is there here. See, I have added a new country in the list. Now, Mahesh, the local reportings in the VR is nothing but okay, VRD, that is nothing but vertex dollar. Just now, okay, you have to show the vertex dollar. You need to assign, say how you are assigning the USD to US10, Euro to D10, INR to India, like that. For my VR also, we have a separate currency called the VRD. So your local currency is going to be the VRD. VRD. This is for my reporting something XXXX reporting something like. Now here you are going to be giving the relationship. Here I'm giving the country and I'm giving the currency code called as the VRD. Where is my VRD? It will be the bottom. So the alphabetical word, it will be on the bottom. You can see, and here you can see here the VRD. Oh, VRD. VRD. Okay, vertex dollar. You can see easily here. So you can see here the vertex dollar. Okay, so I'm giving the and I'm giving the line. Here, this is what exactly the relationship you are providing. This is where exactly you're providing the relationship between the country and the currency. So in SAP, you're not assigning showing the relationship based on the assignment of currency to the country. No way, there is no relationship like this. Definitely, it's a certification question to all of you. It's a certification question to all of you. Please make a note of this. So when you're creating a company code, in that company code, we have a field called as a country. That field is getting associated with your local currency, which is called as a VRD. So that is the reason we call the currency code, which we are assigning to a company code. Which currency code? VRD. This currency code is called as a local currency. One more currency has come, which is called as the local currency. Now I'm talking about the local currency. This is what exactly we call it as the local currency. For US, USD the local currency. For Germany, the euro is the local currency. For India, the INR is the local currency. For the vertex, what is the local currency? VRD. So the transactions, you are getting the local report system, which is going to be called as a VRD. So like this in SAP, if we go and see in SAP, we have different currency codes are there in SAP. One by one we'll discuss. We have a time. Okay, we have a time. So if I go into the SAP now, this is not just I'm showing, okay? Don't take it as a practicals, okay? Just I'm showing, okay? So where are the currency settings are there? We have a very beautiful classes in the coming, okay? So once we create the company code and everything, we need to come over here. These are very, 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 very important. Just it's not a practical, just I'm showing. These all are going to be called as the currency types in SAP. You can see these all are called as the currency types in SAP. The standard ones, these are 1, 2. I'm sorry. This is what exactly 60 is going to be called as the global company currency. This is what the global company currency here. This is what here the CH, the company, which currency? This is called as the global company currency. And we have the 10. 10 is nothing but the currency type 10. 10 is always called as the company code currency. Here, these all are company code. USD is the company code currency. Euro is the company code currency for D10. VRD is the company code currency for the Vertex, and INR is the company code currency for the India. So in SAP, every currency code will be having its currency types. Currency types are very, very important for the reporting purpose actually. Currency codes are nothing but these all are going to be called as the different currency types we have in SAP. Okay, these are the currency types. I'll tell you what are the currency types and everything. Now I'll go back and I'll come to my company code. Now here we are, yes sir. Someone is asking any doubts, sir? Okay. Now let me create one company code, okay? Original company code, okay? Now I'll go and I'm creating a company code US01. So this is nothing but example, I'm taking a C8 manufacturing and the New York and the country I'm going to be giving as the US and the currency is going to be called as USD and the language English. Friends, anybody has any doubts over here till here? Till anybody has any doubts till here? Anyone? Okay. Now here, every company code will have its address. Where exactly the address of this company code? Very, very important. So here we have an option called as address. Okay. If you click on the address, you will have a new option, new screen will be displayed over here. This is the communication details about the address about the company code. So the title I'm giving it as a company. You can add any other Mr., Mrs., something like company. Okay. What C8 manufacturing. So you can give any search item for your company. If you want to search for your company, you can give the search item, or it is not a mandatory. Leave it as a blank. How do you know, Mahesh? These are not the mandatory fields. See, in SAP, any mandatory fields will be identified like this. There will be a tick mark. There will be a tick mark like this. This is the mandatory field. If you leave this field empty, means the system will not allow you to save this particular design, my particular transaction. Okay, so this wherever you don't find any tick mark, these are not the mandatory. Okay, these are not the mandatory, but the country is the mandatory here. Very, very important. Okay, now I'm giving the company code address. Company code address. I'm giving the something like so Albert Street, house number 1234. I'm coming to the postal code. Postal code is very, very important. Mahesh, tell me what is the postal code I need to enter here? You have to enter your postal code. Every country and every street will have its own postal code. Just enter the postal code. What is your postal code? 56897, something like that. Okay, you can enter like this. So how many characters I can enter? So if I enter 6, okay, let me see what is the error I'm getting. So city is nothing but New Jersey or New York. I'll take a New York. Country is a very, very important. So what is the country you have taken here? Country is going to be the US. And in the US, we have several regions we have. In US, we have several regions we have. So if you want to give the region also, you can give. These all are going to be called as the regions. Okay. So you can identify the New Jersey here or New York. Okay, whichever the New. Okay. So here we have the New York. The region I'm going to be taking as a New York because the country code I had taken it as the US. So all the regions will come over here. All the regions will come over here now. Okay, now I am giving the region. I am giving the region. Post box number, same thing, 1234. Postal address, this is 1234. And I'm taking the postal code, same postal code, which I'm just copying and pasting over here. And here, if you want to give the telephone number, mobile number to whom I need to communicate, you can give the extra communication details over here. And if you want to extend the address, here there is an option called as a more fields over here. If you want to extend, I want to give more address, so you can extend, so you can give more address. Now you can enter care of street number 2, street number 3, 4, 5, district, other city. If you want to enter room number, floor number, building code, you can enter more options over on them. If you don't want, just minimize it. Minimize it by clicking on the exit other fields, then it will be the normal one. If you want to increase your company name also, you can increase the more fields over here like this. If you don't want, just exit. Oh, these are very, very important actually. These are going to be called as a very, 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 very important here as a prospective. You can also go and print out also if you have the international version. Okay, postal code must have the length of 5 or 10. Postal code, what it is telling that whatever the postal code which I have given here 568972. So it is not allowing me to enter here. Why? Because the length of the postal code should have the 5 or 10 only. You have entered 6 digits. It is not going to allow me. So what exactly? I am not understanding this binding. So here we have an information called as, it will take you to the help. It is telling that this is the message number. This is the message number. Okay, every message, every error or information will have the message number. The postal code in United States have to consist of either 5 or 5 number followed with a hyphen and another with 4 number. Oh, very good. Another with 4 number means like this. Means like this. How? Like this. Means you have to enter here another with 4 number. Something like it has to be like this. 5, like 3 to 5, something like that. It has to be like this. Very, very important. That is what exactly the error is giving to me. That is exactly the error it is giving to me, that I cannot give anything. So it is telling me 5 number followed with something else with the 4 numbers. Okay, example like this. See here, example like this. You can see the example. Either you can give 19045 or 543, or you can give like this. Okay, it is completely 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hyphen is going to be considered, and 7, 8, 9, 10, total 10 characters. So either it should be the 5 or either it should be the 10. So I had to give here like this. So what I should give? Either I had to give the 5 or 10. Now if I press enter, whether it is going to be considering? Yes. The postal code must have the length. Okay, so still it is giving the same error. Okay, so and now already I got it everything. So you just remove the postal code to 5. Okay, right. I corrected everything. Now press enter. Communication error, external tag system none. Okay, so communication error, international version, because I'm clicking on international version, that is giving, so there is no tax error. Okay, so let it be. Now I can save it. This entry already exists with the same key. Somebody has already created some company codes with the same key. Again, you cannot take the same kind of key over here. So already this US01 key is already available in SAP. Someone has created. So now within the same database table, very, very important now. Okay, now I'm coming here. If I press F1, and if I want to see the table for this, in which table the data is going to be stored. So how do I know that? Just you put a cursor anywhere. You put a cursor anywhere, and press F1. It will take you to some information screen. What is the company code, the organization delivery financial record. Now I want to see the technical setting. Here, this is called as a technical information. Technical information. If we click on the technical information, now which table it is going to be stored? The table is going to be calling it as T001 in database. Once I save the data will be going to the database and it will store in which table? All this company code details, city, country, company code, everything will go and store in this particular table actually. Very, very important. It will go and store in this table. So as I told you that every field, in a table, if you come to the table, if you open the table, company is going to be having one field, company name is a one field. What is the field name of the company code? The company code field name is going to be called a bookrest. Field name it is, field name. Which field name? Company code field name is called as a bookrest in this particular table. Now I'll go to this table now, T001. How to go to the table? Okay, so SE11 is the transaction code. Last class also I told the same thing. SE11 is the transaction code. Press enter. Now give the table here. And one more thing, actually here there are database table, view tables are there. Now, if I come here, what happens? SAP has gone, some disturbance. One second, SAP server connectivity has gone, password something like, 1 second. I'll give a new password, 0, 83123. Yeah. SE11. Okay, now I'll go and open the company code. I go to the help. Okay, see here. This is the program in the backend. Program name is going to be, this is the program in the backend. This is the front end program. This is the front end program name. Okay, this is the Dynapro program. This is the front end. This is the application program. This is the application program. And this is what exactly. Now, screen number, it is going to be called as a screen number. If I double click on the program, it will take me to the program. This is what exactly the program which has been written in the backend by my technical team. But my technical team, this is what exactly the program they have written over here. Now, there is a table called as here. If you see here the table, this is a functional model which is going to be included v underscore t001. If I double click on it, it will take me to the table of all the v underscore. Okay, so now I'll go back. So the table name is going to be called as a generated view structure. Very, very important, my dear friends. Okay, if you see the table name with a prefix with v, any table name, if you see the prefix with v, this is going to be called as a view table. View table. I'll tell you what is a view table. So if I come to the SAP, if I look for the tables here, this is what exactly. If you want to see all the view tables here, you need to select the database. If it is not a view table directly, it is a considerable. It is a transparent table. Then you can go to the database table. View table. I'll tell you what is the meaning of view table here. See here. I'll go to the view table. I'm just copying v underscore t001 and paste here. And paste here. Select the view and paste here. Okay, right. Because v underscore, it is the view table. Now I'm clicking on display. So what is this table? This table is nothing but company codes. Very good. Yeah, same thing we are doing here. This table is related to the company codes. Whatever the information, company code, name, city, country, everything I can see here. See here. Client is a 300. I'm entering in the client called as a 400. That is the number is going to be the 400. The client number length is going to be the 3 characters. We have a company code. Company code should be any 4 alphanumerical character code. Just now I told that a company code with whatever the company code you are entering here, the company code should be any 4 alphanumerical character code. And the name of the company, city, country key, currency key, language, and the address, everything you can see here. So these are the fields. So these are the fields which are available in which table? In this particular table. Now, when I save this table, when I save this transaction, all the details will go and store in this particular table actually. It will go and store in this particular table. Okay, so this is the table. Now, Mahesh, do one thing. Just now you told that the field name of the company code is going to be called as the bookrest. This is the field name of the bookrest. What is the field name of company name? Company name. Company name, the field name is going to be called as BUTXT. What is the field name of language? The field name of the language key is going to be called as SPRAS. So these are all the field names in the same table. Okay, in the table, this is the table. Now, Mahesh, the system just now, it has thrown one error to us. If you still remember, the system has thrown an error now. Okay, now I'll go back. What is that error? If I'm creating a company, like US 10, now the system is telling that an entry already exists with the same key, means already someone has, before me, one of our friend has already created a company code with the same key. I cannot use the same key another 1 second because already it has been created and it has been saved in the table. Now, can you show me, Mahesh? Can you show me in the table where exactly you are telling that okay, the country key is already available? Yes, even if I go back like this, if you go back, I'm not saving. Here I can see the country key US 10. Okay, US. So I can go for the position US 01. Yes, it is available. See, it is available, sir. Already one of your friend already previously they have created. They already created by the US 10. If I'm trying to use the same key once again with a new key, with a new entry, it will not take.
Hey Mahesh,
Yes, madam.
when you are saying somebody has created USO1, you mean like somebody in the same company, or it could be like completely unrelated person?
It can be unrelated also. So because it is a practice purpose, it can be unrelated also. It for
Right,
none. It
but
for
the thing is, let's say USO1 is created by a company called EY. But like if
okay.
I'm trying to create same USO1, then will it give me an error? Meaning like, only one identical code can be used in SAP. So if any
Exactly.
other company creates USO1, then you cannot create USO1.
Definitely, madam. No. Exactly. You had to go with another 4, which is not available in the list. You had to create a company code with other than US 01.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Now I'll go to the table now. Okay. Now here we have seen the table at the data level, data structure level. Now here, if we have an option called as contains is the option. Okay. If we click on the contains, it will take me to the directly. Now here I am coming directly from the table to this screen. See, this is the screen I'm coming now. If I close, I'm coming to the same screen from the table. See, and here, if I go and search US01, it is available. See, I'm coming through the table. I'm coming through the table. This is my table. This is my table. If I click on the contains, it will directly taking me through the view table. This is a view. V underscore. Actually, this is what exactly we will providing it as a view. View is nothing but V underscore. Now I'll show the table without view table. How it look like. See here. Now I'm keeping the table. I'm selecting the database table. I'm not giving any view. Just I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. I'll remove this. I'm not giving in the view. Same table. It is called as a company code table. Now, if I click on the same content, this is the content. This as okay. This is the okay. This push button is nothing but it is called as the contains. Now see, this is now you have seen the difference now. View table it will take you to the configuration screen. Okay, normal database tables, it will take you to the browser. Now, from this list, just I'm giving the maximum 200 company codes, or if you want to see all the company codes, don't give anything. Now I want to see all the company codes, Mr. Mahesh. Just execute it. How many company codes are there? If I want to see the hints, there are. Before executing, I'm seeing, oh my God, there are 1044 company codes are there. Is it the same? Exactly, it is matching my figure. See here, there are 1044 company codes are there. See, 1044 companies are there. So do you want to see all the company codes? Yes, show me. See, all these are going to be company codes. In which table? These all company codes are in the table called as T001. If the table contains with the same entry, if the table contains with the same US01, here it is US01, you can see here, US01, EY Global Services, something like that. If you see the same company code is already there in the table, so the same company code, if you're trying to enter one more time, the system will not allow you to enter. Why? Because now the table is already available with the TVUS01. So the same combination will not be allowed in the same table. Clear to all of you now how the database tables are going to be working over here now, right now. This is what exactly the logic behind that.
Hey Mahesh, quick question. So, you always put like the short keys to go to the data screens, but how do we know that? Like, what do we need to put?
Madam, only one thing is nothing but practice, madam. Just is a practice only. See, for example, even though if I'm a new consultant, I'm working in the SAP, I need to buy out all these tables.
Okay.
So only one thing is nothing but how to buy hat. We don't keep a paper in front of you and don't study like a something like for preparing for the exams. Just only at the time of practice, you have to remember all these things.
Right. So when you go to that upper arrow screen, next to the green check mark. So I'm talking about inputting like, your short keys there. Do you know what I'm saying? Just below
Here,
table. Not here, not here, just below the table. Like, yeah, go up on the right. Yeah, no, more up here. Like,
He's asking about transaction codes. How do you know transaction codes?
this here.
yes.
Okay. Transaction codes, every transaction code, I'll give the list of all the transaction codes. Okay, so one thing directly you can know from here which transaction code I'm just perfecting. Okay, one thing, if for example, okay, I know the transaction code. So directly I'm coming and I'm using the transaction code S11.
Right.
Or if you want to see the transaction code, this is called as a toolbar. This is called as a toolbar. Okay. If you come and click on the toolbar, if you click on this toolbar here, which transaction I'm using, you can easily identify the transaction which I'm using called as the S11 here. So for every screen, there will be transaction code will be given over here. Every screen, there will be a transaction code will be given here like this. Transactions are going to be given over here.
Right. So
I'll give the list of all the transaction codes. I'll give the list of all the transaction codes.
you will give the list. Okay.
I'll be giving, don't worry. And one more thing, if you want to find out all the transaction codes, okay, for example, I'm telling, okay, I'll give the list also, but I'll tell you one more important also. Just remember this only one transaction code, SE93. Just remember only this transaction code, SE93. You don't know which transaction code. For example, I know the transaction code start with EC, something like EC or something like whatever maybe. Okay, EC. Okay. Now, when you keep a transaction code and if I put a star, star means the transaction codes are all followed with EC01, EC02. I want to get all the list of the transaction codes. EC, something like that. Now, if I give the star and if I click on help, the system will take me to all the transaction code which are starting with EC. See here, like this you can identify if you have forgotten. It's a very simple. Clear, madam?
Yes. As far as you are going to give the list, that's fine.
I'm giving the list. Don't worry. I'll give the list of all the transaction code. It's a very simple, madam. Being a 15 years of experience in SAP field for me, I'm working from 2000. I'm working out from past. Okay, 2004, 2005 in SAP. I even don't know the transaction code still now also. I even doesn't know some of the transaction codes. I will use the path like this. I normally use the path like this. Okay, so if I don't know the transaction code, I go to SPRO and I will use the path like this. Because even also I don't remember some of the transaction codes in SAP. So it depends.
And for example, like let's say the screen you are going to use the most. Can you favorite those areas?
Definitely, I'll show that also. Okay, so how to be very easy for you. Okay, I'll also go and open the transaction with a different. Okay, just give me once you are free and hands on the system, then we'll do that practicals, man. Don't worry. Okay, I'll take you to that part. Okay, so you're finding out something about the materials. Okay, so I'll take you to the materials actually. So normally, so you have the access to the block. All of you got the access to the block. This block.
Yes.
So you got the access to the block over here. Okay, now You have the material tab, or where exactly you're seeing the materials?
Google Drive. We don't have a materials tab.
You don't have the material tab over here. So you're using the Google Drive.
Yes.
Okay. So can you open your Google Drive? Tell me what are all the materials you have available?
Oh, 1 second.
Actually, here I don't have the access to the Google Drive here because I'm a faculty, so I don't. They have not given the access to me. So I'll explain you. Or 1 second, be in the line, all of you. Or what I will do here. 1 second, all of you, be in the line. 1 second. I'm attaching one material to all of you, which is very, very important. You can download this material, so not to worry. You can download this and keep it. I'll give all the material, don't worry. So this material is very, very important for you. This is something like very, very important material. Okay, TS4F01 material. I hope this is available in the Google Drive also. Whatever the Google Drive which has been given to you, it is available over there also. Now go to this material. Just I'm saving. Everybody can download this. Everybody, whoever there in the class, you can download this material. Okay, whoever there in the class, you can download this. Okay. Now I'm going to this material. Now where the material available? If you come to the assignment and case studies here, if you come to the assignment and case studies, I have given the material number that the code is going to be called a TS4F01. Now, if you open this material, you can access to the download. This is the material which is very, very important for all of us. And here, if you see here, just all the tabs are going to be available. So now we are learning. Okay, so I'll give all the material. Don't worry about that. Now we have completed the syllabus of introducing of SAP HANA and SAP S4hana. Just start reading this particular material with you, all of you. And tomorrow I'll give what is the company code and everything, whatever the company code I'm giving, everything, whatever discussion I'm going to be making. Tomorrow I'll give one more material so you can do the practice from that particular material, how to create the company code, company and everything from that material. Is it fine? Is it fine to all of you?
Yes.
Okay. So just you can come to the assignment and case study tab and you can download this material. Don't worry, I'll give all the materials to you. Okay, because I don't have access to your Google Drive link, so I cannot look into that. So I'll give the materials to you. Which are the materials you need to study for the preparation? So just refer to that materials only, not all the books.
Right.
I send you a link. Can you open that one?
Whatever session you are taking, is there any particular material you are looking into and referring from there? Like, for example, session 1, you need to look at PDF.
Madam, actually, to be very frank, this is that is what exactly. This is my experience. Actually, you can go and see my previous videos also. I never refer any kind of books. This is all the putting my experience in front of you. If I refer to books, your classes will be completed within 20-25 days. Not more than that. 30 days maximum.
Okay.
But I never refer any books because my knowledge is going to be restricted only up to the level of that only, because I don't want to be like that. So now, if you see here, I'm explaining the country code, currency. These all information will not be available in the books.
Okay.
This is all my experience I'm putting in front of you. I'm making you as a professional here. You are not only learning the SAP, but directly once you completed your syllabus, you can directly put into the project, means without any assistance of your senior consultant, you can complete your project.
Okay, good.
So that is the training I'm providing, and I never refer any kind of books. Till now, you can go through my previous videos, also previous classes. I will ask Zerantech to provide those videos. You can go and watch my videos. No books. These books are only to get certified only, but you will not get the knowledge how the real-time experience is going to be done. So I'm providing you the real-time experience over here.
Mahesh, can you quickly open the link that I sent as a Google Drive link in chat?
1 second, sir. This one, sir?
I don't see your screen, but it's in
No,
chat.
sir,
I sent in the chat.
No, sir, I didn't got that.
If you open the group chat video, Mahesh, it's in there.
Yeah, I opened the group chat only. Sir, your name is JP, sir?
Yeah.
So, actually, I don't have access for this, sir. That's what the reason. Okay, 1 second.
So Mahesh, like if you want, one of us could share our screen to the Google Drive so you can view.
Just share me tomorrow. Yes, do the small help from tomorrow. Okay, that you can do that.
Okay, so tomorrow we will share the screen so you can just do a
I'll
quick
suggest.
walkthrough.
Okay, I suggest you the books. So don't worry. But even though I'm giving all the books to you, don't worry about that. Okay. So, but tomorrow let's share that. Just share the screenshot to me. Okay, and I'll tell you what are the books to be referred.
Yes, there is a share button in the Zoom thing from which we can do.
Sure. Tomorrow, let me bring out to this point to my notice. Okay. Let me complete this. Okay. Tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, all of you.